Stafford's premier full fender division will again be stacked with former champions, race-winning veterans, and some talented newcomers, all in search for the 2023 late model title. Those competitors will include two of the winningest drivers in the division, including the all-time win leader, Tom Fern. So we'll begin our look at the upcoming late model season with the Ferns, as three of them will be competing this year. 58-year-old Tom Fern has been competing at Stafford since the late 1980s. The East Longmeadow native has accumulated a division-leading 62 wins and 3 championships. While last season had its rough patches, the 92 team did end the season with momentum, winning 4 of the last 7 races and finishing runner-up in the standings. One of those victories marked a first for Tom Fern, winning an extra distance event.
Tom Fern will win the Paradiso Insurance 50 for the late models.
I think we're riding a high going into it and be a little more prepared this year going into it than we were last year. I know there's a couple things we can improve on at the start of the season. We're riding that going into next season, so we're looking forward to it.
Tom will be joined by his second cousins, Ryan and Alexandra. Ryan returns full-time for 23 after competing in just a handful of races last season. He has 3 wins in the division, including a 50-lapper win in 2019. Ryan's sister Alex joins the late models full-time after spending the last 6 years in the limited late models, earning 18 wins and the 2021 championship. She scored her first late model top 5 in the season finale last year, and Alex knows it will be a fine balance when racing around her relatives.
Do I really want to give my cousin the door for 7th place on the last lap and potentially wreck both of us and then spend the week fixing both of our cars instead of making them better?
Defending champion Adam Gray begins his pursuit of a 5th track title. His last 3 years have ended with 2 championships and a narrow loss via tiebreaker. Gray's 6 victories propelled his 97 team to the title last season.
My outlook's a little bit different. Coming Monday nights, the little guy's moving up. I hope I'm going to be able to challenge him for wins again this year, and it'll be a good season. You know, we're gonna have some fun.
Former Street Stock and Limited Late Model champion Kevin Gambacorta is set to enter his 12th season in the late models and is still in search of his first late model title. Gambacorta earned 3 wins last year, but his chances at a championship were gone due to some big hits throughout the season.
Oh, trouble in the top 5. Moeller up and into the outside wall. Gambacorta as well in that red number 23 car.
The worst luck I've ever had. Never had that many wrecks. We're finally at the level where we could win a late model championship. That would be really cool to win in every full body division at Stafford. That would be awesome.
Enfield, Connecticut's Daryl Keane is coming off his best season yet, winning a race and finishing 4th in points. He has 4 career victories in 5 seasons at Stafford, a step in the right direction for a team that Keane believes has long-term potential.
Baby steps. Adam Gray, Tommy Fern didn't go knocking everything off the shelf the first couple years they were there either. Keep building on what we were doing. We were going the right way.
Keane ended 2022 with back-to-back top 5 finishes. And speaking of ending the season strong, how about Wayne Corey Jr.? He did it best by taking the win in the final event of 22, his lone victory after struggling to find speed early in the year. If anyone is a believer in positive momentum, it's Corey, who hopes the momentum will carry into the new year.
We just kept digging as a team. Pat, Gary, they just worked on this thing every week in, week out. We never gave up. We stuck with it, and here we are.
The 43-year-old proves he can contend up front. He's racked up 6 career wins over the last 3 seasons. 2015 Rookie of the Year Michael Ray started 2022 in victory lane, but also went through some mid-season blues, ultimately relegating him to 5th in the standings. Ray does believe, though, that good things are on the horizon after how they ended the season last year.
At the end of the season, I think, we found some stuff, and I think that points us toward a good direction for 2023.
2-time limited late model champion Andrew Durand will be back after running a partial schedule last year. It was a season that saw some success, including his first career late model win in September. Other veterans competing this year include longtime competitor Tom Butler, 20-year Stafford standout Paul Verrecchio Jr., 7-time Street Stock winner Chris Meyer, and second-year driver Aiden Burrell. A few familiar faces will partake in the late models this year, with the previously mentioned Alex Fern, along with last year's winningest Street Stock driver Bobby Sturck III. The late models are not completely foreign to Sturck, having raced in 5 features between 2014 and 16. Another good mix of veterans and newcomers. 2 multi-time track champions look to add to their Stafford legacy, while others look for their first title or their first checkered flag. The late models will take its first green flag of the season on Sunday, April 30th, part of the 51st Napa Spring Sizzler, and they are a fixture of the weekly Friday night program beginning May 12th.